Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza, and welcome to Gramza Market Studies for Wednesday, January 13th. Interesting day today. We had some news that came out that you can see here that sellers indeed did come back into these markets. I really think it's more of a bounce. One of the reasons why, as we discussed the other day, that why I've left these lines so conservatively is because we're still in the range of volatile action, I think. And for most of these positions, the concept would be that they'd be able to be maintained because they had not taken those sell lines out, except for the mid caps. The mid caps actually did trade through this. This was at the line there was at 737. It went down to 736.50, so it did go a few ticks beyond it, which means it would have closed out that buy signal, and in that particular case that would be $600 a contract for that move. But I'm looking for another push back up. I think we're going to get a bounce today. I think the real important part is going to be Thursday and Friday. We have numbers coming out that could have another influence on these markets. China has made some changes to their reserve requirement, which when you do that for the banks, it slows down the amount of credit available. So it's one way to slow down the economy as they increase that reserve requirement. But let's see what happened in the currency markets. The one I really want to focus on today is the Japanese yen. Nice healthy move. It looked pretty good in terms of taking out these shadows. Should be a little bit longer, so it makes me a little suspect of it, but we are looking for a follow through in that market. Excuse me, we are not looking for a large move today in Japanese yen. And the other markets we're looking for unchanged to slightly higher. Looks like the Canadian dollar, this is a significant level in terms of buyers coming into that market. British pound, the same thing. We're looking for some follow through. Tough area up here. And Australian dollars, it looks like that's also gotten low enough to find some buyers, and we are looking for that follow through to the upside. Now, in the interest rate markets, continued strength in the euro dollar. We expect that to kind of slow down here a little bit with the news that came out. In the notes, we saw this is 120-minute charts for both of these, but we saw one heck of a rally as these markets took off. And we're looking for kind of a rest day today, not looking for a big move in the interest rate markets. And in the metals markets, well, gold did back off a tad bit, and wouldn't be surprised to see continuation of that. But again, I think we need to be very guarded about a big move to the downside in gold. Where it's at levels that it found buyers before, same thing for silver, and actually the same thing for copper. So even though they all came off today, I think we need to be sensitive to where they're located from a structural point of view. And in the silver market, that would have traded through that sell point. So the difference between these two lines, the dollar value of that, would be $1,130 a contract. Now let's move on and let's take a look at the energy markets. This market also traded back through that sell point in yesterday's action. Inventories look pretty good. We got more information coming out today. Not looking for a dramatic move to the downside, by the way. I'd be more inclined to look for a smaller range day today, kind of an unchanged to lower in that market. And if you look at the size of the move, the dollar value in the mini contract, that would be $2,480 a contract. Now, in the full-size crude oil contract, each dollar is $1,000, and this moves $6.20. So that would be $6,200 in that contract. In the mini contract, it'd be $2,480. Natural gas has gotten low enough. Again, I really think this is a larger sideways market. I don't see it going down a lot, and I don't really see it going up a lot. So right now, I expect kind of an unchanged type day today in that market. And when it comes to grains, supplies look good, a lot bigger than most people expected in terms of our harvest here in the United States. We're the world's largest producers of soybeans, corn, and wheat, and we had a record crop. The world global supply of corn, beans, and wheat and rice is up 8.3%. So globally, there's a lot of product out there right now, and so we're seeing some of the pressure on these markets. What are we looking for today? A rest day. This market should stop and take a breath. I don't think it's over to the downside, but we're looking for a rest. Well, this concludes today's market studies. Hope you found a few ideas helpful, and I'm looking forward to being with you again tomorrow. And in the meantime, take care.